Welcome back to the Garden with Joe and Holly radio show. Happy you're with us today. Happy that you allow us to be with you today. Well, as the summer months progress, we're getting close to summer, not officially summer yet, watering is a key to your healthy garden, your healthy trees, and we got a device that will help you that really does the work for you, and it's from Tree Diaper.
Tree Diaper is a revolutionary watering system that will slowly release water around the base of any tree or plant as the soil dries. The Tree Diaper is filled with water from rain or when you water, and it slowly releases water over 3 weeks. Every time it rains, Tree Diaper recharges. No pipes, hose, or electricity needed. Water your plants and trees, whether they are by the house, down the road, or in the back 40. Also works under mulch. Whether you're a first-time gardener or advanced, Tree Diaper will improve the way you water your plants. Made in the USA, you can find all the information, the sizes they have available at treediaper.com. That's treediaper.com.
Well, it's strawberry season, and when you go and either if you have a patch of strawberries in your yard, which we had for a number of years, or you decide to support your local, pick your own farm, picking the strawberries is the easy part. Getting them home and then figuring out what to do with said strawberries can be a challenge. Many people may just pick enough to have a week worth of slice them up, put a little sugar on them, and whipped cream and be done with it. And that's part of the way it works. Other people choose to pick 15 or 30 pounds of strawberries, and then they have a somewhat of a plan. Now, our strawberry patch, typically strawberries in a backyard, we had June bearing. They last between 5 and 7 years. And there was a year there where we got 15 pounds of strawberries off of our patch. Now, strawberries, in some people's opinion, is not the most greatest utilizing of space because you have to keep them alive, whether in a container or in the ground for a year.
The best use of real estate.
You're right. For 50 weeks out of the year, and then for 2 weeks they do their thing, and then that's it. So that's just what I think. You know, if we could do it again, we had a larger area, we could do strawberries. But doing strawberries in a container or a gutter system, it just doesn't make sense because you've got to baby this thing, keep it alive. So
anyway,
once you supported or picked your strawberries, what are some options besides just eating them real quick? Because these things have a shelf life.
Right. So one thing you want to keep in mind is that you have to process them quickly. They're not going to be good after. They're not like sometimes when you go to the store.
They're like a peach or an apple.
Right. Sometimes when you go to the store and you buy your little carton of strawberries, and it might be okay for like 5, 6, 7, 8 days, especially in your fridge. But those are because they've been shipped from somewhere else and are typically picked early, whatever. So when you're picking the strawberries ripe off the plant, you only have a couple days. So you want to make sure.
And it's how you put them in the box. If you ding them up, they're going to bruise, and then all of them around them turn white with fuzz.
Right. So you want to keep that in mind. You want to process them quickly. If you pick them that day, make sure when you bring them home, you put them in somewhere cool. It can be in a fridge, or if you have like a cooler area of the home, you can keep them in. That's good too. So with that being said, you want to, if maybe you're like, I don't know what I want to do with these, but I do want to do something and I'm not really sure and I don't have time now, you can freeze them. So what you would do is you would just cut the tops off. Mm-hmm. And then you're going to simply just, if it's a process where you want them to be pretty, you would flash freeze them on a baking sheet, a cookie sheet, what have you, and then put them in the freezer bag. If it's something where
flash freeze, what are we talking about? Can we do this with our regular freezer?
Yeah.
Or do we? Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So your regular freezer, you just clear out some space, put all the strawberries on a cookie sheet on one layer.
Intact, full, not sliced.
Yeah, full strawberry. I mean, you can slice them.
Okay.
But typically you do it intact. And then once they're frozen, it doesn't take very long. Once they're frozen, you put them in a freezer bag, and that way they stay strawberry shaped.
Until you thaw them.
Because
when you thaw them, they're not going to be that beautiful field-shaped strawberry. They're going to be deflated. The flavor is still there. The juices are still there. The shape is not there.
But they're less,
sweet?
No. Like, if you just throw strawberries in a bag and then thaw them, they're a little bit more mushy and just like a blob of strawberries. Mm-hmm. These are, you can tell there's different.
They're separate, yeah.
Yeah.
Because you flash freeze them, because you froze them so they didn't bond together when they were fresh in the freezer.
Right. And if you're going to use it in something like smoothies or whatever, or maybe you're going to partially thaw and you just want to pull out like a handful of strawberries, it's a lot easier to pull out a handful of individually frozen strawberries than
Essentially, like you buy at the store, the mixed bag of fruit,
Yeah.
and you just grab and they're all loose because they've all been separately frozen before combining with each other.
Right, exactly. So that's one thing you can do to your strawberries. Another fun thing is making pie filling. And so if you make strawberry pie filling, you need something called clear gel, and you need the cook type. You don't want the instant, you want the cook type. And unfortunately, you can only buy this online.
What?
I don't know why. I don't know why. Like, it's not, you can't find it in person. You might be able to find some random Amish farm store that sells it, but for the most part, you can't find it. So you have to buy it online. But it's the cook type clear gel. You can make beautiful pie filling, and it's delicious.
Other things, you can make strawberry jam with it, and you can use pomona pectin, which is a low sugar item that gels makes the jelly or makes the jam. Unlike traditionals jam items, you have to add a lot of sugar. Pomona pectin, you don't have to add much sugar to making the jam.
Right. And if your jam doesn't set up because you've never made jam before, then you can have strawberry syrup.
Right. So what is the difference between jam and jelly for those who hear those terms but aren't familiar with what those mean?
Jam usually has the chunks of fruit in it, and jelly is just like from the liquid.
So you could make strawberry jelly.
Yeah.
Okay. Or
you
jam.
You would have to essentially juice the strawberries.
Okay.
Most people don't do that. They like the pieces of strawberry.
But pomona pectin, very easy to use, and
Yeah.
it's good for people who may not want a lot of sugar in their...
Right, because strawberries are pretty sweet
Right.
as they are. So strawberry vinegar, we did this one year. It's when you take and you put strawberries in vinegar. You want to use a white vinegar, just like a regular store-bought vinegar. You put the strawberries in it. You leave it, I don't know, for a couple days. There's different recipes online, and then you can make delicious salad dressings with it. There's a lot of things you can do, and it's tasty.
And it keeps for basically forever because it's vinegar.
Right.
And it's the white 5% vinegar that you're getting when you're doing that. So,
I mean, one of my favorite things is adding them to a salad. So if you have some homegrown lettuce and you have some fresh strawberries, it's really good. You can use like a balsamic dressing for it. Really gives a nice color to the salad, flavor. It's tasty.
well, the shortcakes, the muffins, and the pie, if you've never done and never had fresh fruit in your muffins, like blueberries or blackberries or strawberries, it's a whole nother thing compared to this, the dehydrated ones you get in the pre-made box that you just mix up with whatever the ingredients, pour it in a little tin and bake it.
Right. It's very fresh and delicious. And then another option is a smoothie. So you can mix that with other fruit, bananas, whatever. There's a lot of different ideas for that online as well. It's kind of like, you can capitalize on your fresh strawberries. I like to just, like you had mentioned, just dip it in some sugar, stand there and eat them in the kitchen as a quick snack. Whatever, that's a good option as well.
Well, those are some things you can do with the strawberries. Let's talk a little bit about if you don't have, and many people don't have vast acreages of berries to pick on their property, you can go to what they are called, and we mentioned earlier, a pick your own farm. You go up, they take you to the field, and they tell you, here's the row you pick, and you got a big box, and they want you to pick all the ripe ones, not just the large ones. And they do have the option of where you can just buy the fresh ones that they have picked themselves, so you don't have to pick them, but there is a premium to that. But it's the experience.
Right. If you have kids, it's fun. There's a couple of them by us that you can go on a little wagon ride thing. They take you
to the back of the field.
Yeah, to the back of the field.
To me, not exciting because I grew up on a farm. That's like, okay, fine, yay, okay.
Right, but as city folk,
yeah, you city folk,
we like it.
Yeah,
yeah, it's exciting for us.
Can we go again? No, just let me off, and you guys go again.
Go
That's
to
fine.
the farm.
Yeah,
yeah. One time, I remember we were out there, and they took us on what is that? A gator, rhino?
Yeah, a rhino, a mule.
Mule. The little ATV.
Not the animal, but the 4-wheel drive ATV with the roll cage.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And because the wagon wasn't coming, and some, I don't know, whatever. I remember my niece was with us, and she was like, "What the heck is going on?"
Well, she experienced relieving herself in nature
behind the straw bale.
Yeah, that was the first time she'd ever knew that you could do that.
Right. My sister and I are pros at that, by the way.
Yeah.
So Yeah. So the pick
How
your own.
how can people find out if they have or where to locate a pick your own farm at near them?
You just simply go to your favorite search engine and type in "pick your own strawberries."
Near me.
Near me. Sometimes if you're on social media, you can find that information. Friends, family, coworkers. A lot of times, if you don't know, somebody else does. I don't even know how we found our farm, but that we like to go to. I don't probably social media. So that's just it. You go to your
And if you've never done this, the comparison is non-comparable from the store-bought, even in the organic store-bought ones, compared to you physically going out in the field, seeing the plant, and harvesting them. Because a lot of these farms are organic, whether they're certified or not. That's a totally different thing. But they're not in the business to poison the food that you're picking for them to make money off of you.
right, and it's good. It's fun. It's an experience. It's tasty, and you can snack a little bit while you're out there, and it's a good time. I would highly recommend it. And there's other berries that you can pick yourself.
Right.
Not as prolific, I don't think, as strawberries, but if you are looking for pick your own farms, you can just type in pick your own, and you might find a lot of options.
Right. So as summer is in full swing, it'll be officially summer in a couple of weeks, but the temperature is warming up, and we're not going back, I don't think. And the nasty Japanese beetles, and they're wreaking havoc on our gardens, Holly.
Yeah, if you're looking to successfully control the beetles without damaging the environment, look no further than Beetle Gone from Phylum Bioproducts. It's derived from a naturally occurring soil bacteria. Beetle Gone is the only organic solution that successfully controls beetle invaders. Just mix the powder with water and spray it on your plants. Once ingested, the targeted pest will stop feeding and die. And since it's an organic BT product, you know it's a great choice to use on your fruits and vegetables in addition to your ornamental flowers and trees.
Not only does Beetle Gone work, but what I like most about it, Holly, is this product is safe to use around beneficial insects such as ladybugs, butterflies, and bees, and and has no issue with water toxicity. Beetle Gone from Phylum Bioproducts. That's PHYLLOM bioproducts.com.
For more information, please visit thewisconsinvegetablegardener.com.